See, next is bonding in coordination compounds. See, bonding in coordination compounds involving valence bond theory, crystal field theory, ligand field theory, then molecular orbital theory. First, Werner was first to describe the bonding features in coordination compounds. See, but his theory could not answer the basic questions like why only certain elements possess the remarkable property of the forming coordination compounds, then why the bonds in coordination compound have directional properties, why coordination compounds have the characteristics magnetic and the optical properties. So, these theories we can understand to how this question that possibilities are there. So, first we will see the valence bond theory. See, what is that valence bond theory? See, this valence bond theory postulates mainly the central metal make available of number of vacant orbitals equal to its the coordination number for the formation of covalent bonds with the ligand orbitals. Here the covalent bond is formed by the head-head overlapping. This is head-on overlapping a vacant metal. This is the vacant metal orbital and this is the filled ligand orbital. So, this is the formations of metal ligand sigma bond. So, sigma bond formations of metal and ligand. So, then in addition to the sigma bond, there is a possibility of the pi bond also. This is sideways overlapping, the formation due to the lateral overlapping or the sideways overlapping of a filled metal orbital with a suitable vacant orbital, that is ligand orbitals. So, this is metal ligand pi bond formation. So, a strong covalent bond is formed only when the orbital overlap the maximum extent. So, this maximum overlapping is possible only when the metal vacant orbital is undergoes a process is called hybridization. The hybridization means mixing of the atomic orbitals. We will see what are the types of hybridization are here, we will see now. See, this is types of hybridization. This is coordination number, type of hybridization, geometry and the example. Here when the complex having two coordination number, the hybridization should be sp hybridization and geometry will be linear. Then the example is AgNH3 twice plus. Then the coordination number 3, the possible coordination number 3 means the types of hybridization will be sp2 and the geometry will be triangular planar. The example is HgI3 minus. Then the coordination number 4, there are two possibility. Coordination number 4 having two possibility. One is sp3 hybridization, that geometry is tetrahedral and the example is NiCl4 2 minus. Then another possibility dsp2, you can count d is 1, s is 1, p is 2, totally 4. Here also 4, s is 1, p is 3, so 4. So, here the geometry is differ. This is not a tetrahedral, this is a square planar and that example is nickel NiCN4 times 2 minus. Then the coordination number 5 is dsp3 hybridization. The geometrical arrangement is trigonal bipyramidal and the example is NiCO 5 times. Then the coordination number 6, this also two possibilities are there. One is d2 sp3 hybridization, another one is sp3 d2 hybridization. See, they both having the octahedral geometry, only the differs inner orbitals and the outer orbital. So, this is the inner orbitals arrangement, this is the outer orbital arrangement, this is the different. Now, we can see the example how to predict the geometry hybridization and the magnetic behavior, spin of the complex we can learn now. Look at this student, in examination you can have a question like this: predict the geometry, possible hybridization, magnetic behavior and the spin of the following complexes. The 4 complexes are given here. We will do one by one. First, take this complex, that is CO NH3 6 times 3 plus. So, this is the complex. You have to take the central metal atom. This central metal atom oxidation number is 27. Cobalt oxidation number is 27. So, here atomic number is 27. Then the possible oxidation status CO3 plus. Okay. How it is possible? Now, write the outer electronic configuration for this element. The outer electronic configuration is 3d7 4s2. So, removing of 3 electron from this, so what happens? It will become 3d6. So, d6 system, they have d6 system, that means in d orbitals having 6 electrons. Now, you have to draw the outer orbital, there is 3d orbital having 5 subcells, then 3d next is 4s, then 4p. So, 4p having 3 subcells. Now, fill the electrons like this, that is how many electrons are there? D6, that means 6 electrons are there. So, you have to check what is the ligands are binding in this metal atom. Here NH3 is a strong ligand. In this theory does not give explanation whether it is a strong ligand or it is a weak ligand. Only CFT will give the, that is the spectrochemical series gives the whether which is a strong ligand, which is a weak ligand. Here we will discuss later. Here this is strong ligand. When strong ligands are present mean electrons are paired. Weak ligands are present mean electrons cannot be paired. First write it here, the D6, so that 6 electrons, write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. So, 6 electrons are here. Then next here strong ligands are present, so that write pairing of electron is possible. So, all 6 electrons should be paired. Then the 4s orbital, then followed by 4p orbitals. Now, how many ammonia, that is NH3 groups are there? 6. So, 6 NH3 groups are bind with this metal atom. So, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, this star mark indicates NH3. So, here D orbital having 2 NH3 groups. So, D2, S is 1, then P is 3. So, here the possible hybridization is what? D2sp3 hybridization, and this is also inner orbitals. Next is the question is geometry. When the hybridization is D2sp3 means the possible geometry is octahedral. Then next question is what? Magnetic properties. So, magnetic properties mean presence of unpaired electrons, that is paramagnetic in nature. Here no presence of unpaired electron. So, all the electrons are paired. So, that this is diamagnetic in nature. Then spin. Spin of the complexes, no unpaired electron is there. Suppose any one single unpaired electron is available mean that complex having high spin. So, all the electrons are paired. So, spin of the complexes low spin complexes. So, the answer is the predict the geometry is octahedral, hybridization, possible hybridization is D2sp3, then the magnetic behavior is diamagnetic and the spin of the complex is low spin. So, for the first subdivision CO NH3 6 times 3 plus. Next CO F6 3 minus. Now, the same possible also here, but only changes the hybridization and the magnetic behavior. See here also you have to write that CO F6. So, COF6 3 plus. Here also the same atomic number is 27, then they have a plus 3 oxidation state, then outer electronic configuration is 3d7 4s2. So, this is also same, that is D6 system. Now, here look at the ligand. The first one is strong ligand, the second one is the weak ligand. So, weak ligand means electron cannot be paired. So, here the 3d orbitals, next is a 4s, then 4p, the next is 4d. So, d orbital having 5 subcells here. Here already that is 6 electrons are filled. So, electrons are filled in this manner, first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. Okay. So, here how many fluid ions are bind with metal atoms? 6. So, 6 fluoride ions you have to write 1, 2, 3, 4. Already we have up to this. So, this is outer. So, next subcells are going. So, only 4 we can write. So, next subcell is what? 4d. So, that 5 and 6. Here now the S is 1 occupied, P is 3 occupied, then D is 2. So, here the possible hybridization is sp3 D2, because this the electrons are goes into the next, that is next orbital cell. So, that outer orbital simply we have 3d 4s 4p, but in the case weak ligands are present, the 4d electrons are enter into the 4d orbital. That is why this is outer orbital. So, the possible hybridization is sp3 D2 hybridization. When sp3 D2 hybridization means the possible geometry is octahedral. Then look at here the magnetic property, presence of unpaired electron, so that paramagnetic in nature. Then possible spin of the complexes, unpaired electron present, so that complex having high spin. So, this is the answer, sp3 D2 hybridization, octahedral geometrical, paramagnetic behavior, then high spin complex. Okay. So, you can follow some tricks when count the coordination number. Suppose in a metal complex maximum of 6 ligands is possible in your level. So, 6 ligands are present mean simply you can tell that will be a octahedral geometrical nature. Okay. Only the possible hybridization is changes. So, you have to find which hybridization is possible, but the geometry will not change, that is for coordination number 6. Then that third and fourth we will see now. The third complex is what? NiCN 4 times 2 minus. Now, nickel atomic number is 28. So, what is the electronic configuration? The electronic configuration will be it is that outer electronic configuration. Nickel having the complexes Ni CN4 2 minus. So, here Ni CN4 2 minus means that Ni having 28 atomic number. So, the electronic configuration will be 3d8 4s2. Here the nickel having +2 oxidation state. How it is possible? 2 minus, this is minus 1 into 4 minus 4 plus 2, it will become minus 2. So, that here this system having, that is 3d8. So, d8 system in this nickel having d8 system, that means 8 electrons are possible. Now, again write at 3d orbitals, they contains 5 subcells, then 4s, then followed by 4p. Now, how many electrons are there? D8 system, so that 8 electrons are present here. Check whether it is a strong ligand or weak ligand. I will tell you which is strong ligand and which is weak ligand. I will tell you later. That is next theory. We will discuss this. See, this is strong ligand, so that just electrons are paired. So, first write step by step. So, 8 electrons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, this is strong ligand, so that electrons are paired. This means 8 electrons paired like this. Then how many Cn atoms are joined in this metal atom? 4. So, 4 means write this star mark, that cross mark indicates Cn. So, 1, 2, 3, then 4. So, here D having 1 bind with 1 Cn group and S and P is 2. So, the hybridization is, possible hybridization is DsP2 hybridization, DsP2 hybridization. Then the next is geometry. Geometry of the complexes square planar, then next is magnetic properties. The magnetic properties, all the electrons are paired. So, diamagnetic in nature. Then spin, spin is all the electrons are paired, that means no unpaired electron. So, it is low spin complex. So, this is the answer. So, D2sp3 D2sp2 hybridization, DsP2 hybridization, square planar, diamagnetic behavior, then low spin complex. Then last one is Cl4 2 minus. See, this will be changed, that means weak ligands are present, so that the electrons cannot be paired. Now, see here, this is also the same possibility, that means oxidation number. Here also it could be a -4. So, this will be a +2. So, Ni having Ni2 plus oxidation state. So, here Ni2 plus oxidation state, that means they have a D8 system. Now, the electrons are, how the possible arrangements are there. Now, we will see. (3D) having 5 subcells, again draw the 5 subcells, 4s having only 1 subcell and p orbital having 3 subcells. Now, 8 electrons are you have to fill, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, this is not a strong fill. So, 4 chlorine atoms, remaining 4 chlorine atoms are there. Just put here chlorine atom 1, that is 2, 3 and 4. This is called chlorine, that is binding. So, here S and P having 3. So, the possible hybridization is sp3 hybridization, then the geometrical arrangement should be tetrahedral, then magnetic behavior, presence of unpaired electron, so paramagnetic in nature, many of the complexes paramagnetic in nature, then spin of the complexes, presence of unpaired electron, so that it is high spin. So, this is the answer. So, question will like this only. So, you have to answer the systematic way. You have to present like this, the possible hybridization, possible shape of the molecules or the geometry of the molecule, magnetic behavior, then spin of the complex. See, now the limitations of valence bond theory. See, this theory does not explain why a metal ion, a particular oxidation state, why that is for a low spin and high spin for a diamagnetic complex and paramagnetic complex in nature. For example, CO F6 3 minus and the CO NH3 6 3 plus. Okay. Why they having particular oxidation state, in both case having +3 oxidation state, but presence of weak spin, the spin low spin and high spin and the low spin complexes. Then the magnetic behavior by valence bond theory sometimes cannot be justified. It is diamagnetic in square planar. We may assume that all square planar complexes of Ni2 plus will be diamagnetic, but actually it is wrong. Okay. Some square planar complexes of nickel 2 plus are paramagnetic due to the excitation electrons from the 3d to 4p orbitals. So, that means they have 2 unpaired electron. Then color of the complex, it cannot explain the color shown by the complex of compound. Then spectroscopic studies, that is it cannot explain the adsorption spectra of the complexes. Then it is based on the assumptions which may not be true, it is having number of assumptions only. Then it cannot be distinguished strong field, that is between the strong field and the weak field ligands. So, these are the limitations of valence bond theory. Next class we will discuss the crystal field theory.